Hello, friends. I'm Marianne with Happy Paper People, and welcome to Tuesday's Tips in 10, where every Tuesday I bring you a list of curated tips and ideas gathered from crafters and artists around the world in 10 minutes or less. Maybe you contributed to this episode, and someone else will find value in your ideas. My hope is that you will find among these an idea that will help make your creative life a little easier, maybe even a little more organized. Want to contribute? Join us at Happy Paper People on Facebook. The link is in the description box, along with any products I may show you today. Today's topic is stencil storage and organization. Sheila in Kentucky, Kelly in Oregon, Dawn in Arizona, Patricia in Virginia, and Robin in Oklahoma all told me that they like to use a binder system or album system for their stencil storage. Stencils that are 6 inches or less may go in an 8x8 binder such as this. Larger stencils, up to 12x12 even, would go in a standard scrapbooking album that would hold 12x12. They all said that they like the page protectors and slide a sheet of colored paper into that page protector. That allows them to store a stencil on each side of that page protector. So they're getting 2 stencils in each one. Many of them also use the color of that paper that they slide in there to color code the categories of their stencils so they can flip right to the stencils that they want and see them easily. Trudy in Pennsylvania, along with many of you I know, use the Timholtz Stencils, and they come with these nice holes up on the top, all ready for a ring. So any that are this size and come punched with a hole are really nice to put on the ring like this. This allows you to hook it onto a pegboard, a hook on the wall, a command hook, even onto a hook that goes onto a rod that you have installed on the wall. But I do have another solution for these as well in a few moments. Sandy in Missouri told me that she stores most of her stencils in a magazine rack, such as this one. This one is chipboard, but you can find them in stainless steel, in leather, in plastic, in cardboard, in all kinds of different materials, so whatever you would like. I like to just buy these cheap, inexpensive ones and then cover them with beautiful scrapbook paper of my choosing, so I get to look at what I like to see. This will hold many of the different sizes of stencils, but it won't hold the large ones like 12x12. So I also have this really nice magazine holder by Totally Tiffany. It is plastic and it holds my 12x12 stencils. It also has these nice holes built in. So when you put it on a shelf, you can stick your finger in the hole and pull it right out, easy peasy. And handles on the top for carrying it. I will link these below because they are wonderful magazine holders. Julie in Australia has a drawer next to her, which she puts her favorite creators' stencils, the ones that she uses the most frequently, and all the others she stores in a scrapbooking container, such as the iris container that we have discussed on previous weeks. And Judy in Arizona has a unique way of storing them. She gets the very inexpensive report folios and slides stencils in each side of the report folio. You could then stand all those report folios in the magazine rack or on a shelf, or slide them into a letter pocket holder. I thought that was a great idea as well. Here's a couple additional ideas that you may want to consider. Many of the smaller stencils, including the Timholtz that are on this ring, will fit into these nice plastic pockets. They snap closed, so they're easy to get in and out of. You can get them in colors and in clear, so they could be color-coded. They can be labeled, and they will hold a fairly nice size stencil. They will not hold the really large ones, but one of the questions I get asked the most is, how should I organize my stencils? And my response to that is, you need to ask yourself this question. When I'm looking for a stencil, how do I think about it? How do I look for it? If you find yourself saying, I want to go find my Christmas stencils, if you find yourself saying, I want to find my flower stencils or my spring stencils or my animal stencils or alphas and numbers, or my steampunk or my, whatever the category is, then you might want to consider storing them by categories, because you tend to look at a whole category. If you find yourself saying, I know I want one of the 13 art stencils, I know I want that Stamperia stencil, I know it's a TCW stencil I'm looking for, then you may want to consider storing them by brand. This pocket holds all of the 6x6 of all the companies. So here's a bunch of Stamperia stencils in here that would be stored by brand. And here's a bunch that would be stored maybe by topic. These are ones that I would consider mixed media, that I would tend to put paste through, that I might use on my gel plate. So again, you have to ask yourself that question to see which way of storing them is best for you. Another option for stencils that are a little bit too large to put into those pockets is the job ticket holders that we looked at when we talked about paper. These are large enough to hold stencils that are too long to go in those pockets, that just don't fit comfortably anywhere else. They're wide enough to hold pretty wide stencils as well, but it's those long ones that often cause us a little bit of problem on how to store them. These are made of very thick plastic that you can write on with a grease pen or a dry erase marker, or you can put a label on and let it be a permanent place for them. They also come with a very nice grommeted hole on the top that you can hang on a hook on a pegboard, or put on a ring. You can have a very large ring and put a bunch of these onto that ring themselves. So this is a nice way to store them as well. So there you have it, a bunch of storage and organization ideas for stencils. How do you store your stencils? That's my question to you today. Please do leave a comment and let me know your favorite storage solution for stencils. Have you found one that works for all your stencils? Or have you found one that works for one size or type of stencils really well? Please do share it with us. There are many people that would like to read your storage solution. And if there's a topic you would like to see on Tuesday's Tips in 10, let me know that in the comments. If you did find value today, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell for all notifications, and join me each Tuesday at noon Mountain Time for more Tuesday's Tips in 10. Have a great week, friends.